So what comes to mind when you hear the word infrastructure? Railways? Airports? Bridges? That's just the traditional stuff. Infrastructure in today's world is so much more. Today we rely heavily on smartphones, apps, fast networks, and want a clean environment as well, don't we? Well, that's the modern infrastructure I'm talking about. High-speed fiber networks, cell towers, data centers, water treatment plants, and renewable power infrastructure. These are critical to our modern daily lives today. But there isn't enough of it. That's why global infrastructure demand is through the roof. An estimated $94 trillion is needed through 2040 to upgrade and modernize the world's infrastructure. That's 3 times the size of the US economy today. Governments can't fund it all. And that funding gap, that's the private infrastructure opportunity. Investor interest in this asset class, especially institutions, is exploding. Global private infrastructure assets under management have grown 4 times in the past decade to exceed $1.1 trillion. It is an attractive and unique asset class if you do it right. Here are 5 key benefits of infrastructure investments. Capital preservation when markets are down, consistent cash distributions from persistent demand for essential services, inflation insulation through pricing power or contracted pricing that adjusts with inflation, diversification from uncorrelated return streams, and upside potential from consistent management of the infrastructure assets, or when you're invested along strong trends like in data centers and wind farms that are high in demand but very short on supply. We think these benefits are better captured in the private infrastructure space than through listed companies or ETFs. Why? Because in infrastructure, the private universe is much larger than public infrastructure. You can get purer exposure to underlying infrastructure hard assets. You're less exposed to general market volatility, and with the benefit of a skilled manager, you get to access the best infrastructure assets that will deliver optimal investment outcomes. As always, it is important to understand the risks before investing, and all private investments include risks.
The next train will depart shortly.
Are you ready to get on the private infrastructure investment train? Get in touch with us to find out more.